summer and you get to go on holiday. Now imagine this scene. You're on the beach with a cocktail in hand when all of a sudden, "Hi Eva, I know you're on holiday, but there's this report that we need for the client. Can you please just get on and just quickly do it for me now?" Now that is going to put a damper on your holiday plans. Despite your best efforts to switch off and be away from the office and get your mind off of work, just an innocent checking of the email can lead to mass distraction. So here's what you can do to make sure that your holiday is a success and that you can truly unwind when you're away. The single best thing you can do to ensure you're not interrupted while you're on the beach on your wonderful holiday is to have a handover document. Now, this doesn't need to be a lot of work and it doesn't need to be complicated. It needs to include these 4 simple steps. The first is the client or the project that it's referring to. The next is a summary of the current situation. Don't make this too long. The person that's going to be responsible for this while you're away. And finally, what the next step is. What does this person actually have to do? In your handover document, you can also include relevant links to other documents and places where people can find things. And this is the thing that catches people out. Whether it's your Google Drive or your cloud, make sure they have access to the documents. Otherwise, you're going to be getting that call saying, "I can't access this document." So, you get access. You get access, you get access, you all get access. Your second step is to book a holiday handover meeting. What? You don't love meetings? Doesn't everyone love meetings? If you're going away for a long time, a week or more, make sure that you start this process a little bit earlier, possibly 3 or 4 days before you leave, and make sure that you have started that document. You can show your manager the things that you've got on that list, ask them if there's anything they want to add to it, and most importantly, the day before, send it to your manager and everyone on your team to make sure they're up to speed on the things that they'll have to cover while you're away. This accomplishes 2 things. First, they will be so incredibly proud at your organisation. And second, most important, is they will really think twice before contacting you when you've made all the information available. Step 3, are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this yet. I don't think you're ready for this. No, you're not ready for the 3rd step. You've got to get pumped. Don't you know, pump it up. We've got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. We've got to pump it up. By the way, this is my secret skill. Give me any word and I can make a song out of it. So, first we've got to get pumped with a 10-second dance break for step 3. Woo! Now I'm pumped. And pump it louder, pump it louder, pump it louder, and down, oh, 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 down, oh, oh, oh. By the way, this randomness happens every Friday and subscribing is free. Okay, that's enough now, but I am super pumped because this is the bossest out of office email in the history of out of office emails. And this is what I recommend you do every time you go away to make sure that you are not interrupted. So the bossest out of office email goes a little bit like this. Hi, thanks for your email. I will be out of office from this date and I won't have access to email. Hear that? You're not going to get an answer from me, so don't be expecting it. I'm just managing expectations here. Then it goes, if this is urgent, please contact this person at this email or this phone number. I will do my best to respond promptly to your email when I return on this day. All the best ever. And that is amazing because you have already told the person to expect something because you put it in your handover document. But if you haven't, then at least they have a contact or someone within the company to get in touch with, so they're not going to be dependent on you and they know that they're not going to get a response for a few days. So they'll just have to wait.
It's been 84 years.
So you've done your prep work, amazing. What do you actually do when you're on holiday to make sure that you can unwind? Well, I have 2 keys for that. Key number 1 is to turn it off. And this is from my favorite musical, The Book of Mormon, which is the funniest thing I've ever seen, ever. Turn it off, like a light switch, just go click. It's a nifty little Mormon trick. Turn it off. And of course by that, I'm referring to your notifications, your work profile, your emails, anything that can be dinging and bleeping at you and reminding you that you need to be back at work. It's really hard to switch your brain off when you've got technology constantly reminding you. So the first thing you do is switch off the work notifications, your Slack, everything. Key number 2, plan things in. Wait! Before you throw things at me, for all those people who just want to relax on holiday, yeah, that's great, but it's more likely that your brain might start thinking about work. So what you want to do is make sure that you just have a rough outline. You don't need to schedule the heck out of it, although a lot of people love to do that and that's great. But make sure you have a couple of things that you want to do while you're on holiday, whether that's swimming or going to museums or taking some dance classes or learning a language or playing an instrument, whatever it is you want to do. Make sure you have that idea in your mind. Maybe make a list of a couple things you want to do to make sure that you are making the most out of your time off. It really is the biggest opportunity you have to enjoy your hobbies and enjoy the other things that you like to do outside of work. There is more to life than work. Sadly, some people never get to use those 2 keys. I was shocked to find that some people go through life like this. Stop this madness! Even someone with incredible work ethic who loves their job and is super motivated by it is not going to bring a fresh mind when they're doing the same thing day in, day out without a break. So it's super important to actually take the holiday that you have. For all the US peeps out there with very little holiday, what can I say, Europeans are spoiled. Just make sure you take the very few days that you have. And I have some tips coming up on how you can extend that experience. So how long, you may ask, does it take to truly unwind when you're on holiday, to experience the maximum benefit in your health and well-being from being off of work? Well, according to one study, it seems that people reach their peak holiday bliss at around 8 days. So bearing in mind some travel time, getting used to a new time zone, getting used to a new place, and getting comfortable in that place, around 8 days, so slightly longer holidays, or holidays on the slightly longer side, will be better for you to get that maximum benefit. Much longer than that, you probably won't experience it unless you're going for a very specific holiday, such as going climbing or going trekking for a trip that takes longer to complete that activity. Now, it's been found that the benefits to your well-being and your mood and your general post-holiday bliss last for around a week when you return, after which they return to your normal baseline levels. Now, interestingly, you can extend this time frame by reminiscing about your holidays. So make sure you take a few pictures. Don't constantly be on your phone, but take a few pictures of the places that you're at, with the people that you're with, or if you're solo traveling, the amazing things that you did and saw. And looking back at those pictures can actually make you feel all those wonderful glowy feelings again. So maybe frame a couple of pictures and have them around the house so they can remind you of your holidays. So knowing that, you probably want to make sure that you're taking a few holidays a year to make sure that you are maintaining all of those benefits. So, there's science to back it up. You absolutely need your holiday. So what the hell are you waiting for? Book yourself, have an amazing summer holiday. I've had a great week just like dancing salsa and eating delicious food and playing the guitar and seeing friends. So I wish you an amazing summer holiday. And if you like this video, please give it a like, a thumbs up, subscribe to get new videos every Friday on all things career. And I wish you an amazing summer holiday. Let me know in the comments if you liked any of these tips, what you find helpful, how you unwind from work, and what you're doing for your summer holidays. Have a great one.